Well, how's it going, everybody out there on the internet? Chris Peters here once again with the Entrepreneur Power Hour. And I've started on my second book that I said I was going to create another course in for the Entrepreneur Power Hour, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. I will put a link in the Camtasia video once it's finished, so that you guys can go to Amazon.com and pick up this timeless bestseller. Now, I know you guys likely are asking yourselves a lot of questions at this point. If you are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur or you're already an entrepreneur, as I do in all my videos, I'm going to give you some basic principles to keeping yourself motivated before I start tonight's exercise from 7 Habits. You got to be devoted, you got to be honest with yourself, you have to have a burning desire to succeed, and you have to want more than the status quo, which means constant work on yourself, which means persistence, which means desire, which means pushing yourself to the point where it becomes habitual. Okay? So, not everybody has what it takes to become an entrepreneur, and not everybody wants the responsibility of owning every facet and aspect of their life. Me and Kareem and other entrepreneurs we've had on the show fall into that category. Okay, so without further ado, let's do some personal development. And I'm on page 67 of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People already. So what I'd like you guys to do is grab yourself a hot cup of tea, cocoa, a beer, coffee, whatever you want to drink, and grab yourselves a pen and let's do some more personal development. So, how to use this book. Before we begin work on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I would like to suggest 2 paradigm shifts that will greatly increase the value you will receive from this material. First, I would recommend that you not see this material as a book in the sense that it is something to read once and put on the shelf. You may choose to read it completely through once for a sense of the whole, but the material is designed to be a companion in the continual process of change and growth. Very important, guys. It is organized incrementally with suggestions for application at the end of each habit, so that you can study and focus on any particular habit as you are ready. As you progress to deeper levels of understanding and implementation, you can go back time and time again to the principles contained in each habit and work to expand your knowledge, skills, and desire. Second, I would suggest that you shift your paradigm of your own involvement in this material from the role of learner to that of a teacher. Take an inside-out approach and read with the purpose in mind of sharing or discussing what you learn with someone else within 48 hours after you learn it. Third, if you had known, for example, that you would be teaching the material on a P/PC balance principle to someone else within 48 hours, would it have made a difference in your reading experience? Try it now as you read the final section in this chapter. Read as though you were going to teach it to your spouse, your child, a business association, or a friend today or tomorrow, while it is still fresh, and notice the difference in your mental and emotional process. Fourth, I guarantee that if you approach the material in each of the following chapters in this way, you will not only better remember what you read, but your perspective will be expanded, your understanding deepened, and your motivation to apply the material increased. Fifth, in addition, as you openly, honestly share what you're learning with others, you may be surprised to find that negative labels or perceptions others may have of you will tend to disappear. Those you teach will see you as a changing, growing person, and they will be more inclined to be helpful and supportive as you work, perhaps together, to integrate the 7 habits into your lives. So guys, there you go. That is the first exercise formula. Important notes to be practicing from the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. And I really, really love the fact that there's so many people in the world that have the spirit to be more, that have the spirit to excel, to grow, to develop, to change, to make the life better for themselves and other people. Because after all, humans were designed to achieve. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to live mediocre, boring, redundant, minuscule lives. We are here to do something great and become the best we can be. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got value from this video. This is Chris Peters with the Entrepreneur Power Hour. Join us Tuesday night, January the 10th, for the Entrepreneur Power Hour, live via Zoom video broadcast. We have not selected a topic yet. We will be getting to that tomorrow. And as always, go after your dreams, inspire others, be a genuine person, and never give up on yourself. Take care of yourselves, guys, and remember that you can make a difference in people's lives. You can change lives. You can help shape this world to be better. And I wish you all the success in the world. Take care. Bye-bye.
Everybody, it's Kareem Mays from the Entrepreneur Power Hour, and I just wanted to extend a big thank you to Mr. Jim Joseph. We had him on our podcast, me and Chris, yesterday, and we learned so much from him. His marketing experience, his humble beginnings, some of his passions about his books, but most importantly, he honed on a very important thing: to know thyself, to be one with the person within. Not just being good at marketing, not just making a ton of money, not just going out there and trying to be worldly in your success, but trying to figure out who you are. Who do you really want to be? What are your passions? What are you good at? Knowing that inner self. And that was his message when I first asked him. That was his message when he ended the podcast, is really digging deep down and understanding who you are. Now, he explained about some of his marketing, and really, whether you're an entrepreneur, 9-to-5, freelancer, whatever your business is, everybody needs marketing. And he was able to know himself and to find a passion that really can help anybody and everybody worldwide. And because he learned that, he was able to become successful, set up Cohen & Wolf. He was able to write a few books, and he got on our podcast yesterday to explain all of that and to give some of his beginnings of how his parents were also entrepreneurs, and he first started at a big company and then went